All right. Should be should be streaming. There we go. It's picking up. Okay. Welcome everybody. I feel so weird doing this when you guys are in voice chat. Don't make fun of me. Welcome everybody to another happy what day is it? Saturday? Another Sunday. Another happy Sunday. Oh my god. Welcome back to another um NARAS live stream. We are here with BMX Forever. And this will be the final race for the round of six, moving into the round of four. So a lot of drivers are still looking for an opportunity to, put themselves in position for that round of four. And I wanted to go ahead and talk real quick with one of those drivers, that being BMX. So far we've got Slowbro and Howie locking themselves into the next round, and of course BMX still trying to kind of sneak his way in there. So I just wanted to talk with you real quick, BMX, about your expectations coming into the race and how confident you feel.
Um, well, I feel pretty confident. I'm in a tough situation where I'm tied for playoff points going into this race with my teammate. Um, oh, it's just gonna be a really tough race. What are you trying to push me into my car?
I'm trying to get a nice view of you.
Um, so yeah, I'm trying to look for a win. Just I've been gone so many races with family issues. So obviously I haven't gotten as much practice time as some of these other guys. So it's kind of like a 50-50.
Yeah, I understand. So is there any nerves heading to the race? You feeling a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous, or is it just kind of business as usual?
I'm trying to take it as business as usual, but I am a little nervous.
And I guess the only other thing I would have to ask is, with the points being as close as they are, and I do know that Patrick and Geko were the guys to beat. How are you expecting them to raise you tonight? Do you think it's going to be respect both ways, or I don't know. How do you think they're gonna race you?
I, I don't know how I've seen Gecko race the last few races. He's definitely gonna he would do whatever it takes to get in. And Patrick Patrick is a pretty good driver. I mean, he's really calm, pretty chill. He doesn't seem like the kind of person that would just dump me to win a race.
I gotcha. I think that's all I had for you, but we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for you on that 33 5G Verizon Chevrolet. So thank you BMX for joining us. And while I have him in the voice chat, we also have Dusty as well. And we'll go ahead and take a look over here with Dusty. Now, Dusty is not racing for the round of four, but he's been one of the he's been one of the excuse me, I'm sorry. He's been one of the guys who's been showing up every race and still looking for his first win of the season. How are you feeling going into this race, Dusty? You think you've had a good chance to come in here and maybe spoil the fun a little bit for these guys? Maybe potentially change how the points are going to be scored for some of these playoff drivers? Because you could very well be the deciding factor between whether some of these guys get into the round of four or not. So how do you uh, how do you,
Um,
how do you feel going into this race?
I feel good. I think I kind of want to work with BMX a little today because I would like to see him advance into the round of four. I'll probably work with him. I don't really want to spoil anyone, but if it comes down to me trying to get a win, I might have to pass someone, but I don't really want to ruin any point standings.
Well, we definitely understand you wanting to go out here and race because, even though you're not racing for a championship, it's still really competitive out there. And you've been one of those guys, you've shown your flashes of greatness. I know you had a really good run at Martinsville, I believe. You had a pretty good stunt at Watkins Glen as well. I apologize for not being able to stream that to anybody who was expecting that, but I heard you did really well at Watkins Glen, so you got a lot of momentum coming into this race as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be able to carry it over. Hopefully we'll have a good race. I think they're stealing your car, by the way, so...
Get off of my car.
That was all I had for you,
Oh.
Dusty. Actually, let's go ahead and bring Patrick in here as well while we've got some time for a pre-race. Go ahead and get out of my voice chat, guys. I don't want you in here.
Well, okay, goodbye.
Patrick, hello.
Oh,
Patrick, you there?
yeah, I'm here.
So, you mind if I get a shot with you next to your number 99 real quick?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to take the time before the race because I know you're one of these guys who's trying to secure your spot in the round of 4. And I know you're in a pretty close battle between BMX and Geko right now. So, what are your feelings coming into the race, and how do you feel about racing at Phoenix tonight?
Racing in Phoenix tonight. I'm sure I'll make the final 4 eventually. As there's a crowd right in front of me admiring the number 9. And
I think you're cutting out. I think you're cutting out just a little bit.
sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So I was talking to BMX. He said he was trying to treat this as business as usual. But are you feeling a little bit anxious about this race? Because I know there's quite a bit on the line for you in that 99 car.
Yeah. My 99 car will be fast. BMX, look out for him because he might be an underdog story. And me, I'm a bit anxious here and there, but I can do it.
Well, if you do advance to the round of 4, how good do you think your chances of getting that championship are?
If I do make Final 4, the chances are slim or nothing because Logan and Howie are pretty much good. And I don't know who might take the 3rd spot or the 4th spot.
Well, I think you got to give yourself a little bit of credit, though. I know you've kind of been in the shadow of some of these other guys, but you could at any point find yourself in a really good position to take it all. So you can't count yourself out.
Yeah. I mean, watch me pull a Daniel Hemrick and win the championship with 1 win.
Yeah, just don't be like Ross Chastain today and wall ride the whole time.
Yeah, just whoop.
But thank you for joining us, Patrick. I really hope you have a good race tonight. I'd really like to see you in the round of 4, but thank you for joining me, Patrick, and good luck.
Thank you.
And who else? I guess we'll go ahead and talk to Logan. Logan is one of those guys that he's already locked into the round of 4, so he's not expecting too much out of this race, but we'll go ahead and talk to him. Logan?
I have the stream playing too. Okay, what's up?
Stop! You're gonna mess yourself up.
Hi. I always listen to the stream.
Oh.
It gives me
It gives you what?
an ego.
It gives you an ego? Okay, well, stop
Yeah.
talking about you then.
Oh yeah, no.
So, I'm sure you heard it on the stream already, but you're already locked into the round of 4, so there's not a whole lot to lose at this race tonight. So, how are you approaching the race tonight, and how are you getting yourself prepared for the round of 4 at Homestead?
I'm just trying to
Did
mentally prepare.
Did he just get
Today is
flung?
more of an exhibition race for me today. If I can win it, I will, obviously. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I have another race, and that's the one that matters. So yeah.
I guess another thing I wanted to ask was you already know who one of your competitors is going to be, Howie in the number 69, but obviously there's two other spots open. How are you kind of sizing up the competition right now? And who do you
I
expect to be the biggest threat going into Homestead?
Howie is usually going to be a biggest threat. Geko is going to be a biggest threat just due to him running into me all the time. But yeah, I think Howie and Gecko, they're usually, the top guys. They're the ones I'm always fighting with. So obviously they're both gonna be hard to pass and beat and everything. But I think BMX could lock in today, whether it be on points or if he wins. He's currently in the clear. Well, no, he's tied with Patrick. Currently Patrick, I believe, is above him due to Patrick showing up last race. So,
Yeah, I do think he has a little bit of an advantage.
yeah, if they do tie, or if they somehow tie again today, I believe Patrick would go above BMX just due to Patrick showing up to pretty much every race this season. So, but I think BMX can definitely lock in over Patrick. I think Gecko is going to lock in on points after today. So,
I guess the other thing I just wanted to say was, you've had a pretty, I won't say it was a dominant season because it was a little bit back and forth between you and some other guys, but you
it
were
was more
definitely
me not showing up.
Yeah,
Like, I
but
feel
you
like
were
most of the races I've shown up, I finished top 3.
yeah, and you've definitely been the top, if not like you've definitely been one of the top, if not the top guy this season. So I know there's a lot of expectations for yourself and even for the people around you expect a lot from you. Is that kind of influencing your decisions when you show up every race, or you just kind of I guess just doing your own thing, like that doesn't really affect you?
I feel like I'm just kind of doing my own thing because as of recently, I'm not as worried about doing well here. Um, Obviously, I've kind of moved a bit more into iRacing, so that's where I put a lot of my time and practice time. Here, I can kind of just show up, have some fun, and yeah. So, I mean, obviously, want to do well here. No one wants to do, badly, but I'm spending more time getting ready for iRacing than I am for these usually, and you know, it's seen improvement on that side. But I could spend more time over here, but I'm more just racing for myself. I'm not really racing for a team, especially at this point where I don't have any teammates. So
I gotcha.
I have future teammates, but that's it.
Well, thank you for joining us, Logan. Congratulations, of course, for solidifying yourself as one of the Elite Four. And, you don't have to have the best night tonight, but I still wish you good luck for this race as well.
Yeah,
And,
I might need it with Geko. So
I guess the only thing I can say
these
is,
cars are a bit loose, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see someone dump today.
yeah, I have noticed these cars, the back end seems to kind of be a little bit squirrely on the turns.
That's what Dusty told me at least. So I'm trusting him on that.
I did see what he was talking about just a little bit, so we could see some
I definitely think you'll see at
tempers.
least one wreck of someone getting dumped,
Most
and there's a good
definitely.
possibility it'll come from me or Howie.
Well, the only thing I can say
If tempers
is
run high.
maybe steer clear of Gecko and Howie, and it should be a pretty calm race.
I'm not worried about Howie. Me and Howie are chill. We've been working together the last few races. We're just the two of us are more worried about Gecko than anyone, and not from a racing standpoint, more from a not dying standpoint. So,
What is everybody doing over there?
they're just. I think they're running a race around the track, but they're running because they can't be in their cars.
Well, thank you for checking up with me,
By the way,
Logan.
I may be starting the race late because I'm going to eat dinner right now. But
Okay.
hopefully I should be back in time.
Well, that shouldn't be too
So,
much of a problem. I mean, after all, it doesn't really matter too much for you. So,
yeah, I was gonna say if I'm late, I'm late. It's not really too bad for me. So
well, thank you for joining me, Logan. Have a good
I
dinner.
gotta go. So I'll
Yeah.
see you, I guess, when I'm back.
All right. Bye bye.
Good luck.
Let's go ahead and bring Howie in here. Howie, are you racing right now?
Huh? Hello?
Yeah, are you racing right now?
Yeah, we're racing right now.
Oh my god.
This is the most entertaining race of the season. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. Speed
All right.
me. Oh no, speed me doesn't work.
Oh no!
Hold on, I'll just fly. We'll get a good action shot of this race right here. As you can see, Josh is in the lead. With it looks like Sid Boy closely behind, followed by BMX. Yeah, Howie, you're not doing so hot.
At least I'm not last. The last apparently has to wreck themselves in the race.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit better behind the wheel, buddy. So
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to talk to you about. While we got some time before the race, I do know that Jen's a little bit busy. I know
Mhm.
you're already locked into that round of 4, so how are you feeling right now? What are the emotions?
Well, it certainly takes off a lot of pressure from this race because now I don't have to worry about any points. What I do have to worry about is I've been sick for the past couple days, so
Oh
so it's
no.
obviously not ideal. So I've been racing like this for a while, but we just still had good runs. We finished at almost every single race except for one. We've had a top 2 finish, so I'm not too worried about consistency. But yeah, I've just since we're already locked, might as well just go for the win. Be as aggressive, not as aggressive as possible, but just be aggressive and just contend for the win in the long run of it.
Yeah, one thing I will say that's really impressed me about you, Howie, is you weren't one of those guys always saying his name a whole lot at the beginning of the season. I know that's because you weren't able to show up quite as much, but
Yeah,
ever since you've shown up, it feels like we're talking about you every single week. So, I definitely, if you were to ask me, I think you're the favorite for the championship for sure. Um,
really.
I would say so. Yes, I know a lot of people are going to say Logan, but I think you're my favorite for the championship.
Logan
Um,
is my favorite. I'm gonna just be honest. I think Logan's gonna get it. That's just me though.
no, I'm only saying that because he says I gave him an ego. An ego? Oh my god, an ego. So I'm trying
Ego.
to get his head to be a little bit less big. Um,
Okay.
so if you ask Logan, tell him you're my favorite for the championship. Maybe that'll get him to calm down.
All right.
Um,
I'll let him know that.
but what are your expectations moving into not just this race but for Homestead as well?
I don't really have too many expectations. Just got to keep performing the way that I have been performing for the races that I've run. Finish good in stages, get the track position for the long run. But certainly, it's going to be the story for this race and every other race too. And the next, Josh won the race, the little
Yeah, I was
foot
about
race.
to. I didn't want to cut you off, but Josh
Yeah,
did win the race.
Josh is your secret champion. Secret champion. But yeah, there's expect me to be up front. I guess that's the only thing that I could really. It's my expectation. Be in the front.
Well, I don't think there's a whole lot more I can really ask you about. Other than have you really been enjoying this season?
Yeah, this season's actually a lot of fun. No, I fell. Yeah, I love this season. This is a lot of fun, even with the raid and everything. Early in the year, we had 13 drivers in Rockingham, and now we have like 6 or 7 for every race. But it's always a lot of fun still, even with the not that many people. It's awesome. Oh no, I fell. It's very very fun season this year.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I definitely should be a very exciting race moving forward to Homestead, and it should be a really exciting race tonight. Um, I know it doesn't really matter who wins this one, because you're going to be advancing anyway. But who's your pick to win this one?
Uh,
You can
well,
say
in
you
every
can say
single
yourself. I mean, I'm not going to
yeah,
be.
in every single other series that I've run, like this is one series, I'm like basically undefeated at both like old Phoenix and new Phoenix. I'm like practically undefeated. But I think I'm hoping that a driver either near, like on the bubble, like who's on the bubble right now? I think it's
So
Patrick and
currently
are
it's
like tied.
Patrick, BMX, and Gecko on the bubble.
I want Patrick or BMX to win this race. Is who I want to win this race to completely upset the playoff grid. I want one of them to win because they're like tied in points, and it's gonna be all like freaky and stuff. I want one of them to win. Gecko, I don't know what's gonna happen with him this race because he's like so passively aggressive. Oh God, he's like so passive. He's so aggressive that it gets to him and he can't like race properly. Like he's just too aggressive. Gecko will be up there, but he's gonna wreck himself out. BMX will be up there. Dusty, I just hope Dusty gets a top five. A Dusty top five is a W race at that point.
Yeah, I've been talking
Patrick
to
should
him. I
be
was
good.
saying, he's shown those signs, but I would like to see him even get a win tonight. That would be pretty special.
That'd be awesome if Dusty can come out here and win this race. I know he has speed somewhere in him. He has speed.
Somewhere.
He just has to unlock it. Oh, you are going to Jesus.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go for now. Thank you for talking to me, Howie, and
Thank you.
I hope you have a good race. And
Me too.
yeah, so we'll talk to you later, hopefully, as the race goes
All
on.
right. Hopefully. All right. See you, man.
See ya. Now I would bring Gecko in here, but I can see that Gecko is currently deafened. I'll try to bring him in here. Maybe he'll undeafen. But hey, Gecko, did you want to talk real quick for pre-race? I'm not sure if he's available right now. Gecko, you there?
Yes.
So I know I haven't interviewed you in a little bit. I do apologize for that, Gecko, but I know that there's a lot riding into this race. You're on the bubble to make it to the round of 4, and you've been a really top driver this year. And I don't want to upset you by saying this, but I think you're kind of like the Ross Chastain this season. Like I don't.
Yeah, I am. Like, not gonna lie.
And I'm not gonna like I know you're a good dude, Gecko, and I know everybody's kind of giving you some crap, but I think you're a good racer, Gecko. I know you got a little bit of aggressiveness, but I've seen you race all season, and you've been doing a really good job, and you have definitely earned a spot in that round of 4. So I just wanted to ask, what are you gonna do to make sure that you make it to that round of 4?
Well, right now I'm like focusing on not finishing last. Like, that's my principal goal, but I don't know. I think already luck if I just make a good finish. I don't know if loading's in here. No,
I
he's not.
don't think loading has shown up yet. He might come later, but I'm not sure if he's gonna make it.
Well, if he doesn't make it, that will mean I'm luck technically. So.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it, but loading is still on the bubble. I think the reason we weren't talking about it is because we didn't think he was gonna show up. Um, but if he doesn't, you will be representing your team in the round of 4. So what does that what does that mean to you? Are you racing for the team, or are you just kind of just racing for you?
Well, I raced like 2 or 3 times with loading in the same race. I'm not sure, but everyone knows if I like win, that will still be like a win for the team. So I think it might work.
And
Uh,
I guess the big thing is, are you sweating a whole lot this race, or are you just kind of just approaching it like any other race? Because I know that there's a lot on the line, but you can lose that pretty easily if you get too ambitious. So
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for a stage win and then just start calm down. So
I gotcha.
I don't want to be in more troubles that I am ready on. So
Well, what I will say is, if you do race hard, I think the other guys should cut you some slack because it is for a championship at this point, and everybody's going to be racing hard for a championship. So
yeah,
I think it's going to be water. It's going to be like water under the bridge when it gets to Homestead, and if it's not, then I don't know. I think they should kind of let it go for that race, but definitely looking forward to seeing how well you do tonight, Gecko. I can definitely see your name in the round of four. Um, so hopefully you're able to make it in.
yeah, I hope so. After racing like 2 seasons in here, I feel like I might have a chance to win. So
Well, um, I guess that was all I had for you, Gecko. I'll go ahead and bring you back down to Earth. I don't know how far we are up.
I don't know.
We're not that far. I thought we were a little bit farther. I'm gonna go ahead and bring you back down to Earth, and I'll let you go ahead and get back to your car. But thank you for joining me, Gecko, and I hope you have a good night and best of luck to you, man.
Thank you, Biggie. I'll be here in the stream in the shadows.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later, man.
Alright, Biggie. Yeah. Yeah.
So once again, all by myself, and it does seem like Jin is still away at the moment. I'm not sure who that is in the car. I'm not sure who that is. But he's getting in some lap times. And it looks like he's taking Howie with him. But let's go ahead and, while we got some time, let's go ahead and look at some of these cars that everybody's going to be running. We like to do that before every race. And I know we haven't seen Josh a whole lot this year. He's had some scheduling issues, some personal things he had to take care of. But we will be seeing that 48 Chevrolet out on the track tonight. So that will be very exciting. Of course, he's running that Everseal paint scheme. And of course, the Lowe's on the back. Very reminiscent of Jimmy Johnson. Very nice. Then we've got Dusty is going to be showcasing that Castrol 21 Toyota Camry. Of course, he's got the Canadian Tire sub-sponsor right there, but the Castrol will be the main sponsor for tonight. We're gonna swing it over here. Of course, we got BMX in the 5G Verizon 33 Chevrolet, and
we're gonna shut down because people are around driving laps, so we're gonna shut down to reset it.
oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay, just giving you heads up, so
Okay.
you don't think that
Yeah, that's
it
fine.
is
That's fine.
annoying.
I'll go ahead
Oh,
and
I
try to.
can't. Okay.
I'll go ahead and try to finish up. Finish
Okay.
up.
I
Here.
can't even shut it down, so I'm just gonna move the car.
Oh, okay. um, but yeah, we've got that 33 of BMX right there. He is really hoping to have a good race tonight. Of course, one of the bubble drivers, so keep an eye on that 33 car. We expect him to do good tonight, and of course, we've got Howie in the 69 sponsored Dubby Chevrolet. Oh, I think Slowbro just froze everybody. I think he did. So we're gonna be stuck here for just a little bit, but we have a really good view of the the hood decal right there. I do have to say I like the little white specks he's got going on. That looks really nice. So you know, big. Oh, big shout outs to Dubby for sponsoring Howie and his 69 Chevrolet. I still think that's really cool that he has a legitimate sponsor. So thank you very much, Dubby. And of course, we got the little callback to the Flex Seal right there. Very nice. I'm not sure what happened to the 23 over here. But of course, that 23 is Geko. Hi, Mismatch. Not sure if you're watching the stream, but thank you for showing up. Yeah, we've got the 23 of Geko. I would assume that's the McDonald's scheme. I'm not quite sure what scheme that is. We have I don't believe loading will be here for tonight's race, unfortunately, but as you can see, he's got the 44 Toyota Camry right there. The Monster Energy drink sponsored. Very nice looking car. I really wish he was racing that car. That looks really nice. Of course, we've got the number 9 of Logan right there. And he is showing off his, I believe that is his iRacing logo. I'm sorry, Logan, if I got that wrong. But that is custom made by him. As you see his YouTube plug right there, Logan likes YouTube. So yeah, I believe he does run this in iRacing as well. So it's very nice to see that right there on his car as well. Of course, we got Patrick in the number 99 Chevrolet, the Goodyear tire sponsorship. He's also got the Reese's. It's kind of like a half and half scheme. He's got the Goodyear on the front and the Reese's on the back. That's very nice. And we also have Slinky in the Freightliner sponsored 28 Ford. We haven't seen Slinky a whole lot. I know he's had scheduling issues as well. So it'll be exciting to see Slinky out there. He might end up being a big factor in who ends up making it to the round of 4, because you never know. He could end up winning tonight, or he could end up causing any other number of things. So, definitely keep up with some of these guys that are not in the bubble, because they could very well decide who ends up going and who doesn't. So, I think we just got a time. Yeah, if you guys remember the guy who was running laps around here, he clocked in a 27.55. So let that be a reference for the drivers. It would be a little bit embarrassing if you guys couldn't clock in a time faster than 27.55. Just keep that in mind, guys. It would be a little embarrassing if he clocked in a faster time. But let's go ahead and take a look at the actual track itself. I know everybody's kind of going crazy.
I think depending on when Jen gets here, we may or may not race. Because I think if he takes another 15 or so minutes, I don't know if we'll race tonight.
Okay. Would there be any way I could host it?
I don't think so, because you don't have the flags, correct?
Yeah, I don't have the flags. I could try to do it.
I don't either.
I could try to do it with the MChat thing, but that would be a little bit scuffed.
Yeah. We could try it, but I feel like it's too late at this point. It's kind of chaos right now.
Well, we'll definitely we'll try to keep patient for Jin, but I guess if he doesn't show up, we might have to reschedule, unfortunately.
We're gonna have to shut down anyway because all the cars are broken from when I had to freeze.
That is true. Geko's car is currently.
Oh no, that's fine. He can stay down there. All right, I'm freezing all again.
Okay.
And then I'll unfreeze you if you want it.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a quick look around.
You
The
should be able to move now.
Yeah, I can move.
All right, cool.
So as you can see here, I believe this is the Arca Phoenix. I really do like Phoenix. I think Phoenix is one of the tracks I'm very bad at, but it's also one of those tracks that I really like to see. It usually has good racing.
Unfreeze us.
Oh, hey Josh.
No.
Unfreeze us. Jen's online.
Biggie, you can move to commentator's chat, correct?
Yeah, I can move to.
Go there and
commentation.
pull me. Go there
Okay.
and pull me. Just so.
There we go.
Okay, now people can't randomly join the VC. Unless it's Jen, in which case then we know we're good to go.
Yeah, we're still, for everybody watching, we're still waiting out for Jin.
We might race because of this.
He did have to take care of some stuff, so just waiting on him.
Goal reset. I don't.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
I'm gonna freeze all again. There you go.
I think you can unfreeze everybody. I think everybody is okay at this
No,
point.
I'm holding them there because I don't need them starting to run laps.
Oh, accidentally.
Accidentally start running laps.
Yeah, let me just. I was accidentally practicing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, they'd either start from the back, which doesn't really do much here. Or...
I think they're more occupied with walking along the back of the stadium. Oh, there goes Josh.
Hold on, let me unfreeze myself.
Yeah, it looks like they're going on a little bit of an adventure.
I'm gonna go and see if there's like a back area that they can't get from. Because if that's the case, I'll just stick them there.
Oop.
Oh, there is. There's a spot where the stands are.
Yeah, they can climb over the
That
fence.
like kind of dips below that you can't get to. You'll be able to fly around, and this will keep everyone from joining. So, unfreeze all. Brain.
Oh,
They can die. It's fine.
what is this doing here?
I don't know. All right, now Biggie, you should be able to fly around.
Yeah, I can fly around.
And then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna start having to kick people if they.
Wait,
don't
who is
like-
that?
Who, Mitch Matt?
Oh, that's a car.
Yeah, the car is kind of broken right now. I think it's hanging off of a wheel.
Yeah, it's like going back
Is
and
that
forth.
my car? No, what car
I thought
is
that was a person for a second. I was like, who else has admin?
No, that's definitely a car. I don't know whose.
It's a yellow one.
There's no way that's my car. No, that's my car. That is definitely my car. I don't know why it's just kind of chilling there. Let me in.
Yeah, it must be hanging off of.
Tire.
Yeah.
It's going back up. It is trying to go back up. I think this is what Gecko's car did. Because watch.
Oh,
it'll get
speaking of
stuck now.
Geko's car.
Oh no, it's just. Oh no, it's falling.
And there it
again.
goes.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, it took the wheels with it. Well.
Oh, hey Jin.
Oh, Jen's here. Jen, you need to join and reset the server because I can't.
Well, I don't really have to join the game and reset the server. All I gotta do is just shut down the server from outside the game.
That's true. Yeah.
Also,
Also,
if
you might
anybody
need
if
to
anybody
join the
was
race.
interested, here is a look at Geko's scheme. I know we couldn't see it earlier because it was kind of under the
under the map.
under the
right
ground, but
now. And
there
I
it
broke
is.
it on accident. Here's half of Gecko's scheme, I guess.
we saw the other half.
What?
We saw the other half at top. Now here's the bottom part. Should I drop everyone from the sky?
I think that's a bad idea. I think they're dropping each other.
Hi guys. Oh it. Wait, Jen, did you just shut down or did the game
Yes,
shut
he
down?
did.
Yeah, I did.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to general. If you guys want to start trying to get this started.
Yeah, no problem. We have a lot of
Jen, do you wanna maybe do a shortened race length?
Why?
Because we're starting 40 minutes late.
And that's an issue.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We could just shorten it. What was the original time? Because I know we never released a race analysis.
We never released it, but last night I gave the drivers an option to do, to choose. Well, you can't really say shorten a race whenever we haven't really had a set amount of laps.
Well, some random ran what, a 27.
27.55.
So we're talking about 30. So 2 laps takes about a minute. Do we want to do maybe a 30-minute late race? We can do about 60 laps or so.
I was just gonna stick with 80.
Yeah, that
80
would work.
would.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone agreed last night at Watkins Glen to do 85, so I'm just gonna do 80.
Okay. Sorry, that's 40. We could do 20, 20, 40 if that works.
Yeah.
All right. I went ahead and brought everyone. Let me go ahead and kill.
Well, my game might glitch a little bit because it says starting Roblox, but in another tab it says I'm in the game, so I might glitch out for a
You're
second.
gonna have to ban mismatch because he's not a
Well,
driver.
you gotta give me a second, Logan.
I can do it. Hold on.
You keep forgetting that my laptop is a little bit slower than.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that part. All right, I'm gonna head back to general. If you need me, just drag me in.
No problem.
All right, see ya.
So, sorry to everybody. I know half the stream was just us messing around at this point. But we should be ready to go here in a little bit. We can finally get a good look at all the cars. Now that they're not under the map.
And there it is. I knew that my game would crash because it, for some reason, opened up twice. The joy of having a slow laptop. I need a new one so badly.
Hey Logan, if you could hear us, okay, he's already in the car. Perfect.
So, do your cameras work?
Clicking them.
If not, that's an issue.
Yeah, I don't think it's working.
Oh, that's great.
We could always do the old school spectate.
Spectate, yeah, I mean that works, but same account launch experience from different device. I did not launch the game from a different device.
Sometimes it does do that if it doesn't properly close the window. You just gotta refresh and give it a second.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why the spectate menu isn't working. After this race, I might have to revert back to an old style of this game, where we had the cameras, and then I can just insert Homestead after this race.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why, because the Roblox app was open on my laptop.
I'm just kind of spam clicking it right now. It's not popping up for me.
It's not popping up? Like it's not opening?
Like the spectate menu will pop up, and when I try to click on the names, it won't.
Oh, but no names will pop up?
No, like the names are popping up. It's just I can't like actually go to the car.
Weird. Yeah, I just seen it on the stream. I seen you click a name, but it didn't go to it. Okay, that's gonna be weird to do. We'll just have to do spectate tonight. Do normal spectate. Kind of sucks, but we'll have to do what we can do.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Who is running on the track?
I don't know. I'm fixing to come in there and ban
Emily
randos.
the Boss Lady. Oh.
Who?
And there they go.
They're in a car, aren't they?
No, they weren't in a car. Do you want me to go ahead and try to get everybody to line up?
Yeah, just do a random order.
Okay.
I don't really care where they line up tonight. We were going to do practice and use those practice times to do the starting lineup, but because I'm 45 minutes late, it's not really that big of a deal.
Oh my goodness, they all hopped on it immediately.
It's my fault.
They were ready.
No, it's not.
I took a nap. I wouldn't have taken a nap anyway.
Same account launched from experience from different device. No, I have not.
I think they're gonna try to let Dusty have the pole.
Are you serious? Oh, that's wicked. Dusty got a top 5 last night.
I did hear about that. He did really well.
Yeah, he did. Towards end of stage 2 and the rest of stage 3, he did really good last night.
My question is, I know some of these drivers also had a question on the dog leg of the track, right? As you're crossing the start-finish line.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowing them to go under the line up until the straightaway?
So they're only allowed to touch the dog leg after the start finish line, and they need to be back up on the track
By the dotted lines?
by the time.
Like
What is
there's
that other-
so there's a section where it kind of connects with pit road, and there's like a little there's a dotted line area. Is that where you want them to start pulling up back on the track?
Go towards turn. I guess that would be turn 1 now.
Yeah, it's right
Go
over here.
Yeah, go towards turn 1. I'm watching the stream right now. Okay, so the section by pit road. No. So down, all of the back stretch, or I guess now the front stretch at Phoenix. So after the start finish line, they can use all of that apron up until the entrance of turn 1. After that, they have to be back up on the track.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Okay, I'm trying to join the game right now. For some reason, something's wrong. So now we're probably gonna be about an hour late, but it's no big deal. I haven't even clicked on the game yet, but Roblox app opened up. Oh, this laptop, I swear. Maybe it might actually run better.
Hopefully we get it to run at this point. But everybody's ready to go.
If it doesn't work this time, I'll use yours. So if it does not work this time, I'm going to say go ahead and start a little bit of the race. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's fine. I'm going to turn off my laptop and get on my fiance's laptop.
Okay, that's no problem. We are doing an 80 lap race, correct?
Correct. The first stage will be 20 laps.
Okay.
Actually, don't do anything just yet. We're gonna try.
All right.
I never had this problem before, so it makes me wonder if somebody maybe just happened to maybe hack my account because they're mad at me for no reason.
No, I do think that sometimes when it closes out and it doesn't properly close out, like you don't initiate, like leaving the game,
Well,
it still thinks it's open for some reason.
Yeah, well, Roblox had this stupid update where every time you exit the game, it wants you to download the Roblox app for the desktop, and you don't really have to do that. And so, yeah, just like it's doing right now, it's okay. I'm just gonna restart my laptop. Yeah, go ahead and start them up.
Okay, I'll go ahead and let them know.
Okay, do an R, and then do a wait for the go, and then do go just a couple seconds later.
How many laps for stage 1 again?
Stage 1 is 20 laps.
Okie dokie.
Did you already get the like pre-race stuff in? Like interviews and all that?
Do what?
Did you already get like pre-race interviews and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've already got that covered. We had 40 minutes to work with, so it should be
Yeah.
good. Hopefully,
That's good.
just trying
This we
trying to
have
find a good spot to put
something.
this spectate menu. Okay. I'm just gonna give him a countdown.
Okay, just watch for jumps, and I'm watching the stream to see if there's any jumps. If I see any, I'm gonna penalize them.
Okie dokie. So we're gonna go ahead and ride along with Slowbro right here, and the number 9
We're gonna
car.
ride along today.
Yeah, we're definitely riding along now since we don't have the cameras working. So you can see
They will be
Logan.
fixed for Homestead.
You can see Logan up to the early lead. They're gonna be double file behind him. The Patrick's gonna be a little bit in the mix on the inside right there. Geko went a little bit lower on that inside yellow.
Start was clean.
Howie's gonna be pretty close to that pit wall. Whoa, big contact between Howie and the 23. Definitely need to watch the line. I cannot type. So, in the confusion, it looks like Slinky is going to have the lean there.
Hopefully next part of it's fixed.
So, a warning has been issued to Geko and Howie there. Both were kind of under the line a little bit more than they should have been. But we've got some new names in the front here. We've got Josh in the 48 in second place. We've got Slinky in that 28 Ford Mustang. And there's going to be a little contact with the inside wall. I think there was a problem with Dusty, so he'll be merging back onto the track. And Josh,
If you can, do an M chat so that way everyone can see it and tell Dusty to merge back behind the last car.
oh, he did. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. I guess I'm just a couple seconds behind on the stream.
And Josh is going to power to the lead here, but Gecko's going to be on his inside right there as they come to the line. Josh is going to lead that lap, but Geko is going to have the advantage on the inside. Slinky might try to force it 3 wide here. Not going to force it 3 wide as Josh is going to kind of tuck it in behind the 2. So now it's going to be Geko and Slinky side by side. And Slinky's actually showing up pretty early in this race. So
Yeah, he was doing really good last night at Watkins Glen. He showed a lot of consistency. He led some laps. He almost won both stages. So consistency is really on his side tonight. Not as much as it would be for Geko as he's going for the Final Four spot. But Slinky doing really good so far.
And speaking of Geko muscled it on the inside right there on both Slinky and Josh as he's going to cut it in front of Slinky right there. So Gecko's going to lead that lap. And a little bit of contact on the inside wall. That's the one thing. Oh, big wreck in the back. That's going to bring out the caution as a lot of cars got involved right there. So Geko will be caution will be out.
That was a big wreck.
Yeah, I do know that they saved it, but that was a lot of cars involved. Let me go ahead and check the laps here. So we are on lap 7 currently. Yeah, I need to. How do you do the change laps again? Is it just change laps?
Change all laps or change name laps. You have
there
to
we go.
do change, put their name in, and then laps and whatever numbered lap they're on.
There we go. Lap 8. Oh, yes, lap 8 of... My bad. They'll be starting on lap 7, that's right. Okay.
Yep.
So
It'll all
so
be
much
fixed
to
whenever I get in there and I can turn the flags on.
Okay.
So the order will be correct and all that will be correct. This is really, really funky. I've never had this happen before.
It is a little bit funky, but we're making it work so far. Um, yes, Jin is trying to rejoin. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and ride along with Slinky here. Cole's, not Cole, Howie says to try harder to join.
Try harder for what?
He says try harder joining. Oh, big contact between the 9 and the 28 there. Let's go ahead and ride along with...
He tells me to try harder for joining. Tell him to try harder for winning. He's only got 2 wins this season. He lost 7.
Jeez. So we've got Josh there in first place. He's got Geko there behind him. A little bit of contact in the back right there between the 99 and the 21. Both on the wall a little bit. The 23 is going to try to dive it low. Not quite able to carry enough momentum. Going into turn 1 as the 48 is going to keep it high and the 23 is going to pounce on the inside. So good move by Geko. He was waiting for the inside to open up and he took it immediately. So Geko will go to the lead. We're going to see Josh maybe try to give him the cross over here. Geko's going to try to drive it off on the outside. Not quite able to get there, so Josh is going to lead that lap. It was a good crossover move coming to the line for Josh, but now Geko is going to try and do more of the same, and he will. So it's a lot of back and forth between the 23 and the 48 right now. They're just kind of trading positions, but Geko's going to have him right here. He's going to use that inside line. He's going to be able to shield the 48 from going on his inside. So good move.
I want to give credit where it's due for Josh. He hasn't been able to race for the last,
Forever.
1/3 of the season. And showing up tonight, he showed up last night at Watkins Glen and did decent, but showing up tonight here at Phoenix is doing very well for himself after missing 4 or 5 races.
Oh yeah, he's having a very, very strong start right now as we're halfway through the stage now, coming to the line. They're going to start lap 12, I believe. Yes, they're going to start lap 12. So it's really just the battle between this 23 car and the 48 as the rest of the field is pretty spread out there.
Yeah, this is not what the field wants to see is Geko out front because he is going for the Final 4 spot for next Friday at Homestead for the championship. So everyone else, after Martinsville and Watkins Glen, nobody wants to see Geko out front.
Well, one thing I do like that Geko's doing is his turn 3 and 4 coming to the line is really, really nice. I think Geko's figured out how to run that better than anybody else because he's gaining a lot of time on Josh here. And we don't have the ticker up, but you can just see as the gap keeps on growing. Josh is kind of taking that turn a little bit tighter than Geko is, and it's causing him to get a little bit looser on the exit. And as I say that, Geko gets really loose on the exit. So once again, I'll, shut up about it. I know that happens every single time I say something.
That's happened all season. You say something about someone and then you jinx it.
Oh, Josh a little bit low on the turn there.
Okay, I'm in the game.
Geko's at 140. I think Logan is accusing Geko of cheating. He asked Geko what his top speed was. Hey, okay, Jin will finally be here, so we're gonna pick up the pace. Now we have the ticker, all that fun stuff. So now I'll pass it over to Jin. So he can actually handle this.
There we go. Lap 15 of 80. Halfway lap is into stage 2. Spectate not working, so I'll just use regular spectate.
So now we can see the ticker, and now you can kind of see the statistics of the gap here. As Geko's almost putting a whole second on Josh there. I believe Logan's complaining of no draft.
No draft. Well, draft for tonight's setup is only 2 miles an hour faster.
Well, I've got some guys saying that there is draft and some guys saying there isn't, so I would have to imagine he might be out of the range of the draft.
He could very well be out of the range.
Okay, we need to give Josh a warning there. He's gone below the line on the turns a little bit too often.
Yeah.
He was he's going way low. But Geko's pulling ahead. He's almost putting a second on Josh right now. So Geko doing a good job. A little bit of an issue with Dusty back there. And I'm not sure who that is in the back. I think that's Patrick. Something's happened to Patrick. He's fallen way off the pace. But yeah, the rest of the pack is just kind of. Rest of the pack
two
is.
to go.
Rest of the pack is kind of
Stage
falling
one.
behind. So Geko has the most pace right now out of anybody else. So this is if you're Geko, this is really good to see because you already know you have a leg up on the competition, and he still needs to secure his spot in the round of 4. It's not guaranteed. So Gekko's doing a really good job. And I talked to him in the pre-race interview, and he said he wanted to get a stage 1 early so that he can kind of, take it easy for the rest of this race. So he's doing exactly what he planned out. So big props to Geko here.
So we are on the white flag lap for stage 1. Geko easily has a good lead over Josh. I don't think Josh is going to have any kind of chance to get to him. Coming into turns 3 and 4. Coming to the line, and Geko will win stage 1.
So pretty dominant performance by Geko there, and it was a little bit close at the line. Something happened to Josh before he hit the line. I wasn't quite able to pick it up, but you saw it in the background there. Something definitely happened to Josh because he dropped a couple of spots before he hit the line. Looks like a
Iggy, if you are able to, can you DM me the stage 1 finish?
No problem. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
So I'm going off of the ticker. I believe the ticker was correct. Howie, 6 BMX, 7 Dusty, and in last place was Patrick. I'm not sure what happened to Patrick, by the way. I know we were commenting that he fell off of the pace because he was on the whole other side of the track when everybody else was chugging ahead. So I'm not sure what happened with Patrick there, and I'm not sure what happened with Josh at the end of the stage. He didn't want to listen to The Simpsons.
There it is.
So we're going to go ahead and get right away with the next stage. Of course, we're running a little bit behind, so there won't be any stage interviews. But
towards the end of the race, we'll get maybe 3 post-race interviews just for
time's sake,
time constraint reasons.
But definitely a good race so far from Geko. But I'm not sure what happened with Josh at the end of the stage, so this kind of messes up Geko just a little bit. This isn't really the guy you want to see behind you. Oh, Logan went a little bit slow, and he's going to turn the 23, and there's going to be a huge wreck. That needs to be a caution immediately. If I had to guess, I think Logan was trying to correct himself for being so low, and he just happened to take the 23 with him. I think Geko needs to go across the pit road again because I think his car is slow. Geko. Yeah, is there okay, I just want to make sure that Geko doesn't have a slow car here. So that was an intentional wreck from I thought he might have caught the apron and that's what made him go so straight, but
No, well, if we had cameras pointed at Logan entering turns 1 and 2, if our cameras were working, we could go back into the
I was watching
you know,
him, so I'm not sure
thing.
we can look back at the stream or not. But
Well, I seen the 9 do what he did by going low below the line, and then it was very very visual that he hooked a right on the 23.
yeah,
So that
he definitely got into the 23, but I wasn't so sure if it was intentional or if he was trying to correct himself. But looking back, it does look like it was pretty malicious. So that definitely uh,
I
definitely
mean
pretty.
it doesn't hurt Logan at all because he's are locked into the final
That
4.
is
So
true, but
it doesn't hurt Logan.
it is one of those things like I wouldn't really like poke a sleeping bear. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Because
Gecko's
you
trying his
know
best to progress in the
well
round. So
you also got to look at the big picture. If Gecko does advanced, what goes around comes around.
that is true. And whoa, Gecko's gonna make a huge move as Josh got a little bit tight, and they gotta really stop making contact with that inside barrier. That's gonna cause a problem sooner or later.
Well, and the 2 guys that really need to advance, that really need points, they're in the back.
Well, speaking of one of the guys that needs to advance as well, he's putting on a show.
Oh yeah.
Gecko's once again out front, and I don't think
Yeah.
Josh has an answer for him in that last 3 and 4. I don't think that's actually
Well,
3 and 4. I think that's
well, no. So start finish would be 3 and 4. The turn that they're in now would be 1 and 2.
that's right. Yeah, just
Well,
like it
what I was going to
was.
say is that if a win doesn't do it, consistency will. We've talked about consistency all season, and that is certainly what Gecko has had. Um, top threes and top fives all season has got him the points where he needs to be, and it's clearly working out for him. Leading right now at Phoenix with what would it be, 50? No, 65 to go.
Yeah, and Slowbro's racing really hard for a guy who doesn't have a whole lot to gain from this race. I know he told me in the pre-race that he's gonna race, and he's not afraid to go for a win. But I don't know, like I just don't know what that's gonna mean for these other guys that are trying to make their way into the round of 4. And actually, since we do have a couple of other guys in the bubble, let's go ahead and ride along with BMX a little bit here. He's one of the guys that we are watching out for to make it to the round of 4, and he's currently in a battle with
Oh,
the number
big
9 of
slide by
Patrick.
Josh on the exit of 4.
But Gecko is in a really good position to advance to the round of 4, so the next 2 guys on the chopping block are BMX and Patrick, and currently they are running with each other right now. BMX is in the lead, and Patrick is getting held up by that 28 car right now. So
Well, currently where the points stand for playoff drivers, BMX and Patrick are both tied with 3,017 points. 17 playoff points, that is. And because they're tied, and Patrick showed up last night to Watson Glen, that tiebreaker goes to Patrick to go above the cut line. So that would put Loading, who is unfortunately not here and will probably not be here for Homestead next Friday, that would put BMX in a must-win tonight.
and I know we're running along with BMX on my end, but you can see the number 9 car getting a little bit closer to that 23, and there's some big contact between the 33 and the 69 right there. A little bit of an issue, kind of held up. But BMX is going to try to make a move on the inside of the 69 of Howie, so he's going to advance for a much needed position points wise. So BMX is looking to get it done, and he's already trying to put on the attack on the 48 car. And Josh has fallen off just a little bit, and BMX isn't going to have the best exit there. So now the 28 car is going to go up the inside of the 33 of BMX. And Slinky's actually having a really good race. He's been making some pretty good moves on these guys already, but now BMX is going to lose a lot of positions, and he's going to duck it way under the line. Might have to give him a heads up on that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the lead right now, because That 9 car is slowly but surely catching the 23 of Geko there. Lost a little bit of time there, but... And I do think that Howie didn't give him too much room when he went underneath there, but I've seen him go under just a little bit too much. But now the 9 car of Logan making some mistakes here. So the 23 is going to get some time on him, but that's a really good exit on 3 and 4, so he's going to cut it down. So he does a good job of making up for the mistake right there coming to the line as he cut it down by about a millisecond. But Geko's still doing a good job. And we've said it all season, consistency is key. I'm sure everybody's tired of me saying the word, but Geko is getting it done.
We're going to be saying it one more time next week because consistency will be key at Homestead.
And a little bit of time lost for Logan there. We'll go back to riding with BMX, and not the greatest race for him and Patrick so far, but honestly, if they make it in, they make it in. They don't have to do it in the most stylish way. So BMX is still doing a good job of staying ahead of Patrick right now, as there's a lot of contact there in the middle of the pack between the 48 and the 69 of Howie, and they're going to make contact, and that's going to send the 48 to the wall, and he's going to get caught by the 33 and the 99. And Josh is going to pay dearly for that contact on the 69. And I told you there was going to be an incident if those guys didn't stay off the inside wall, and there's the...
As Josh is going to pin down the 99 as he can, but the 99 is going to have the advantage because he's got the inside line.
I mean, Patrick did a good job trying to get past Josh as quickly as he could because he's trying to get back to BMX. Because I do think this is a situation where Patrick has to...
problem with Dusty.
Ooh, Dusty's
He's on the front stretch. He got caught by the outside wall. I guess he got stuck.
Yeah, Dusty's way off the pace. He's almost in danger of being a lap car at this point.
Which that's not what Geko wants. It's what Logan wants to see, but it's not what Geko wants to see. If that 21 car holds up to 23, it's going to be a problem.
Well, you saw there that Slowbro did get it down to about a fourth of a second, but he has fallen off gradually this lap, so it's not going to be as close. It's going to be to about
he only lost about a tenth.
But that's the problem. I mean, he's not consistently gaining time on Geko, and I mean, Geko's just... He's fine with that, he's not really doing anything too crazy right now. He's pretty much chilling there in first place. Not a whole lot going on for Geko, but of course, still got BMX there, and Patrick did fall behind the 48, so...
I'm going to take this with me. Let's
go ahead and ride with Patrick in that 99 car, still battling with the 48. Not the situation Patrick wants to be in, of course. He really wants to try to get up to that 33 car BMX, but Josh is just fighting him really hard. Yeah, Patrick is just in a tough spot right now. That 48 is giving him no love.
Oh, this is stage end.
Yeah, so this will be the... Was that the white flag, or is this the white flag?
This is the white flag. Got the line is coming to stage end. I don't know why I threw the caution.
Oh, it's fine. So Geko will take stage 2 once again. And it'll be Logan finishing second, Slinky third, Howie in fourth, BMX fifth, Josh sixth, and Patrick will finish in a somber 7th place.
Don't look now, but BMX is gaining. Right now he's in the top 5, so this is exactly what BMX wants. He does have a win already this season, winning at, I believe it was Kansas?
I think so, yeah.
It was at Kansas. Actually, I can look that up right now.
Oh, Dusty will also finish 8th. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to mention Dusty.
If you can, go ahead and send me stage 2 results.
No problem. I'll go ahead and drop that real quick.
Sweet. No, BMX won Darlington, so he won the throwback doubleheader.
I'm pretty sure the order is the exact same as stage 1, give or take a couple of people. So
Let's look.
that's kind of funny.
Geko, Slowbro, Slinky,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Uh,
Howie and
Josh finished 4th in stage 1.
yeah. So I think him and Howie
Yeah.
switched a spot, give or take.
Yeah, give or take a couple of positions.
That's kind of funny.
The top 3 are the exact same.
Yeah, so I mean, Gecko's getting it done, and I know you're saying that BMX is kind of slinking his way up to where he needs to be. So we did have somebody ask who is in the champ for. So currently, as it sits right now, Slowbro and Howie, so that is the 9 car and the 69 car, are currently locked into the round of 4.
So the 9 and the 69, yes, are currently locked in the homestead. So I don't mean to interrupt you for a second, but we're getting word from a driver that would be Dusty. The speed limiter at the end of pit road is actually breaking draft.
I see. So is it they're too close to the pit limiter that it's
Well,
causing
no,
issues?
it's that they drove through the limiter. It keeps the setup the same, but it takes out the draft script.
I
So
see.
it makes the draft script not a part of the setup anymore, basically.
I see.
Luckily, though, we're not going to have draft at Homestead.
But as for the rest of the championship 4, that is currently undecided. So we do have 4 drivers in the bubble right now. That is the 44 of Loading, the 33 of BMX, the 99 of Patrick, and the 23 of Geko.
So
Unfortunately,
Geko won stage 1 and 2?
yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look like Loading is going to make it to the final 4, unfortunately, since he wasn't able to show
I have to
up.
look at points for a second.
But currently, Geko does have himself locked in currently, so unless BMX or Patrick could get a win right here, it seems very likely that Geko is going to advance to the round of 4. Geko will also get bonus points for leading the halfway lap as well. So
Okay, so
I feel a little bad for Geko. Everybody's giving him a hard time.
after stage 2, that would put no.
Wait, you can click it and change it. That's weird.
So after stage 2, Geko now has 25 playoff points. I'm going to go ahead and point lock him into the final 4.
So Geko will officially lock himself in according to the points. Do you want me to go ahead and announce it for Geko?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay. So he will definitely be happy to hear that. He can basically chill for the rest of the race. So Geko did exactly what he was planning to. So very, very good by Geko, and he will be able to race for a championship because of it. So now, one spot will remain for the 33 of BMX and the 99 of Patrick. So now these guys will have to race it out. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on them for this final stage to see who's going to make it in. So now BMX and Patrick really aren't racing anybody else. They're basically just racing each other at this point.
So how this is going to work is there's 5 playoff drivers here tonight. So if let's say BMX was to win tonight, that would gain him 6 playoff points for the win. And Patrick finished 3rd. That would gain him 4 playoff points. Um,
I didn't mean to cut you
so
off there, but there was some big contact between the 69 and the 48. They were three wide
yeah, I
with the
seen that.
28.
Um, so
Oh,
how this is going to work is where they finish amongst the playoff drivers is how many points they get. So if they finish first, they get 6, second, 5, third, 4, 3, 2, no 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. Dang it, I'm lost.
we don't have to worry about it right now. It's okay. um,
You do get the gist.
yeah.
Geko did exactly what he needed to do. He locked in, so he does not have to worry about that no more. Points do not matter for him. On the flip side, it still matters for BMX and Patrick.
And in the meantime, the 9 sends the 69 into the wall as he made the pass on the inside. So now Logan finds himself in the lead. And the 48 of Josh and the 69 of Howie just trying to look for a way to get around this 9 car. So it doesn't really matter for these two cars per se, but they definitely want to get out there and make a move. Oh, Geko way under the line on the 28 there, but he backs out of it. So not too much fault right there. And now Slinky's going to make a move on the 69. Slinky has done a... So a lot of these guys have struggled to really make track position, but Slinky has done a really good job of kind of gaining on these guys. And Gekko's done a pretty good job as well, as they're going to be side by side there in front of the 69 of Howie. A little bit of contact between them. And Slinky's going to give him the crossover right there. And you see there, BMX currently in 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 6th place. So he's in good position there. Big contact from the 28 and the 23, and how he's going to slip on by. But that 9 car of Slowbro just kind of casually sitting in first place right now.
Yeah, so between the 69, the 9, and the 23, they don't necessarily have to win, but they can still go for the win. Anyone can still go for the win if you're advanced, not in the playoffs or what have you. If you're part time, you can still go for the win. That's not out of the question. What is out of the question is that the 23 does not have to win anymore. He's already advanced. I know we keep talking about that, but that's the only late breaking story that we have.
Well, the other thing we want to keep watch on is the 99 of Patrick has fallen way off of the rest of the pack, so I think the only thing that can save him here is a caution. So the 28 and the 23 racing hard though, so he might get a break if these guys cause an issue. So we'll keep an eye on them, but I don't think Josh really has anything for that 9 car, as Slowbro's got a pretty comfortable lead right now.
But if you're Josh, you want to win because you've
Right, he hasn't had a lot of starts, so
yeah, you would go on half the season and you had inconsistent finishes the first half. So if you want to win, tonight is the night to do it. And not to mention the last time that we did go to Phoenix, Josh was our eventual winner.
well, Logan is on pace to be the winner for tonight, unless anybody has anything for him, or if a late caution ends up coming out. A caution could definitely spice things up because those restarts are so crucial with the draft being the way that it is. As you see, Slinky's going to muscle his way up the inside of the 69 car. They're still beating and banging just a little bit, but the 28 is going to clear the 69, but the 69 is going to make a very smart move on the inside. He kind of hung back just a little bit, and he got into the gas and took the inside away. But they're going to make contact. Oh, now the 23 is way below the line.
So was the 69.
Or not the 23, I meant the 69, my bad. I don't know what we should give Howie for that. He's going to back off. Yeah, he gives the position back, so very respectful for Howie. He backed off, knowing that he went below the apron. Even though he was saving the car, he did gain a lot of track position by doing that, so...
It'll be the 23rd after I get off work.
23rd after he gets off work.
Yeah, and Slinky is once again going to try to get up the inside of the 69 car. They clipped each other. I don't know what it is. Slinky has a lot of speed on that inside.
It's a very, very consistent line that he's running.
I think
About it out of the
Josh.
door.
I think Josh might have given a little bit of time right there on the number
I
9
got this
car.
one and then the weird one. The other one's like story version, and it's just. But I got the other one for free, so. Yeah.
I don't think it looks like Josh gained a little bit of time right there at the line, so Josh might be closing the gap. And I'm gonna go ahead and ride along with Geko because Geko is actually closing that gap on the 48 car.
Yeah. On everything. Yes. Like someone seen Farrah and they're like, how old is she? And we're like 9 months, and they're like, she's the tiniest 9-month baby I've ever seen.
Jin, I think you're picking up audio. Uh-oh, I think there's a little bit of contact in the back between Dusty and Patrick.
Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of background audio. It's okay.
This 23 is actually making really good time on the 48, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough time left for them to really go after Logan. Oh.
Freaking Jordan's
Hello,
live
commentator. Can you
streaming.
tell Cole that his friend Jack is here? He doesn't win. He loses $2. Yeah, I will definitely tell him, Jack. I'll let him know. Howie, your friend is watching the stream, and if you don't win, you're gonna lose $2. His words. Alright.
Sorry for the lack of commentary, guys. We're laughing at the stream replay.
Yeah. Ooh, a little bit of lag on my end. I apologize for that. But the 23 is making a lot of time on the 48 right now. He's really cut the gap down. And,
Yeah.
I think there was a problem with Howie. Something's happened with Howie.
Something is definitely happening with Patrick. He's 10 seconds off the pace.
I think he's gotten held up by Dusty back there. And Gecko's going to try to make a move. Not quite able to get on the inside of the 48. Whoops. Clipped the pit barrier just a little bit, so he wasn't quite able to make a move on that 48. And now the 48 going to try to go to the inside and defend the inside from the 23, but we'll see what Geko tries to do. And he's going to get that inside. That's really hard to block right now. It looks like, judging from the chat, it looks like Slinky got into Howie just a little bit. But the 48's going to move on the inside of the 23 yet again, so... But it looks like Gecko's going to get it right back as he just cruises on the inside, so it's really hard for Josh to defend that. But, I mean, these guys are going back and forth, and Slowbro's gaining a lot of time, so... But now Josh is going to back out of it. Gecko's able to keep it in front of him, just barely, though.
Oh, he closed the door.
That was really close. I thought he might get clipped. And he's going to try to hold it on the bottom. Not quite able to get there. Clip the apron just a little bit. And they're losing a lot of time on Logan right now. But let's go ahead and ride along with BMX. We'll see how BMX is doing right now. And he's currently sitting in 5th place. Howie's way back there, still racing with the 21 car.
21 and the 99 are way off the pace, so we could be looking at them as being down cars very shortly.
Yeah, they're having a good battle back here, though.
Less than 20 to go in the race already, so it's a fairly shorter race than what we normally run, but overall, a good race so far to end the round of 6.
The stream has gone on for an hour and a half already, though, so...
Hey, that's good ratings for us.
But once again, you see the 23 and the 48 going at it, and the 23
They're
is
good.
23 is once again going to go up the inside of the 48, and he's going to close the door on him. The 48 goes high, so now Gecko's going to have some breathing room going into 3 and 4. So, and he's going to shut the door on him yet again. So now Gecko is going to close the gap, or try to close the gap on Logan here, and we'll see what he can do, as he's pretty clear of that 48 car by now. So good driving by Gecko, finally able to win that battle with the 48 car after going back and forth so many times. And we'll see what he clocks in right here, what kind of time he's got on that 9 car that's been really fast here in the last stage. And shaved off a lot of time. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure Gecko was over a second back by the time the lap started, and he shaved off about 3 or 4 tenths. So Gecko's doing a really good job right now. Of closing the gap. We'll see what he gets. We'll see what he gets right here. Yeah. Oh my goodness, he's gaining like 4 tenths of a second every single time. So he's really closing that gap. And big mistake from the 9 car. He goes way up high, and the 23 is going to easily pass him right there. So big racing between the 2 cars up front. Not a lot of breathing room for Gecko right here. He's going to cut it low, clips the apron a little bit. 9 car is going to try to get up the inside. 23 trying to close the door on him. Big contact. The 9 car is going to get the inside though, so Gecko's going to have to battle back. Ooh, got caught on the groove just a little bit, and that straightened the car out, so not the greatest for the 23. He caught the grooving, and that messed up his line. But he's sticking with the 9 car, so really good racing up here between these two. And I mean, Gecko's there. He can put a move on this 9 car, and it looks like he's going to try to. He's trying to hang it low. Not quite able to get there, but expect him to shoot it down low in 3 and 4. He's going to enter high. He's going to try to drive it low off the exit. He lost a little bit of time there, but he's still there. You don't want to get too aggressive if you're Gecko here. He's getting a little bit too aggressive. He's going to kind of settle back, dial it back just a little bit. You know, Slowbro's got enough of a lead right now to where Gecko can't really challenge it every single turn. So he's got to work on getting back to him. You can't keep on, making these moves to try and pass because he's just not there. But, ooh, the 9 car goes very wide.
That's going to give the door to Gecko, but he kind of...
Gecko wasn't quite there to make the move.
Logan saves his line.
I don't know. Gecko's doing a good job of keeping with him, though.
Yeah. They're both holding a very, very consistent line. It's just about who's going to make that mistake first and who's going to hit the track the wrong way. And
well, Slowbro is definitely weaker in that turn 1 and 2. That's where Gecko's getting a lot of his time from.
Yeah, Slowbro is better in 3 and 4, but Gecko is better in 1 and 2.
But Slowbro doesn't have a lot of breathing room here, so he may start feeling the pressure from that 23. And yeah, he has no breathing room entering turn 1 and 2, so Gecko's going to try to hold it in the middle, try to go inside, not quite there, so... No, not again. Ooh, Gecko's going to have a better 3 and 4, though, so... I don't know what Gecko's doing, but he's able to hold that line like right on the inside a lot better than a lot of these other guys have been able to do. And Logan's really trying to hold it down there, but you see his car wiggling a lot. As we've only got a handful of laps left.
Yeah, we're coming down to 5 to go next time by. If Gecko wants to make a move, he needs to make it now if he wants to get that first win of his NARAS career and of the season.
Well, I mean, he's doing a good job of keeping the pace with Slowbro, and he's gonna get some good time off of 1 and 2. I'm seeing he's a lot more disciplined this race than he has
Again,
been.
again though, Geko does not have to win. He's no longer in a must-win. He never was in a must-win, but he gained enough points to where he doesn't have to win, to where
Well,
he point locked himself.
I think there's more of a personal victory at stake here because these guys, especially, have been going back and forth for the majority of the season. So I feel like Geko really wants to show, Logan that hey, I can race, dude. I can get out there and I can get wins just as much as you can and just as well as you can. So I think this is like he feels like he has to prove himself out there. And whoa, big lock up from the 9 car, and the 23 is going to cruise past. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited for the 23. I wouldn't mind him getting the win here. I think he's definitely earned it tonight. But I'm not a Gecko bandwagon or anything. I know he's had his fair share
No,
of
you're a Logan
controversies.
bandwagon, or not a Logan, but a loading bandwagon.
No, loading's my boy. Loading's my boy. I gotta support loading.
Again, unfortunately, loading not going to be able to finish out the season.
Unfortunately, but
Going to next season.
I know Gecko has had his fair share of controversies and issues this season, but honestly, seeing him this race, he looks very determined, but it's not like a arrogant determination. He's been very disciplined this whole race.
As we are coming to the white flag, we're still asking the question if Gecko can close it out. He's been leading on the white flag lap of a few races, but he just hasn't been able to close it out.
And we're just riding with
White
BMX
flag,
a little bit.
one more
right
time
here.
to go. Sponsored by Dubby.
I did want to ride along with BMX just for a second there to kind of see where
Oh,
he's
there
going.
goes Logan. He's gonna try
No,
and
no,
take him
sir.
out.
That's not gonna work, slow bro. You cannot go down. Yeah, that's gonna be a big no. So, for the first time in his
Gecko
career,
is going to win
Gecko
at
is
Phoenix.
going to get the win at Phoenix. So, very excited for the 23 right there. I know Logan isn't going to be happy about it, but huge props to Gecko for getting the win, and he did it in a very, very convincing way.
So now I'm going to do a live point, and we will announce who makes the official Final Four.
Yeah, real quick, I just want to get Gecko in here because I know he must be very excited
Yeah.
after pulling that
Yeah,
off.
go ahead and drag him in here.
If I can find him, I don't think he's in the. There he is.
So Gecko advances.
Gecko, are you there?
We will announce who makes the official Final Four. And Josh messed up the scoreboard.
Oh, hi guys.
Hey Gecko, can you speak up just a little bit?
Well, I was like really nervous at the end. I was not catching up Logan.
You're a little bit quiet on my end.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's
Uh,
fine.
Well, at the end of the race, I was pretty nervous because I was not catching up Logan. But then I dived into the inside and he got like wide, and there I got the win.
Well, I know you've been waiting for it all season. There's been some times where you were close and you weren't quite able to finish it out, but you did. I think you did a very good job this race, and you were easily the most dominant car this race. I know you kind of. Dude, that stage 3, I know you weren't up front a lot that stage 3, but you battled hard with Josh, and you caught up to Slowbro. You definitely earned that win, Gecko. And I know there's been a lot of people that have been mad at you all season. You know, they're kind of mad at the way you've raced them, but dude, I think you, without a doubt, earned this win. I think you raced clean, raced well. If anybody tells you you didn't deserve this win, dude, I don't know what they're talking about. I think you did a. I think you definitely earned this win, Gecko, and I think you should be very proud of it.
Uh, well, I for a second I thought I was not gonna catch Logan because Linky and Howie were crashing each other, and I was like being held up behind them. Uh, but somehow still catch him up. So I think it's a pretty good race, a positive result, and we'll see what happens next race, the championship four.
You don't seem very excited about the win.
I don't know. I'm like really used to win, not liking here. I don't get like
He's
real
just used to
emotional winning.
winning. Okay.
Yeah.
So we saw there in the game, the final four was officially announced. It's gonna be you, Logan, Howie, and BMX. So how do you feel about the competition?
Mm, Well, mm, sorry, I'm eating.
Oh, my bad.
Like I was eating while racing and still catch him up.
I was just gonna say, how do you feel about the rest of the competition in the final four?
Well, I think it will be hard to win against these guys. Like they're pretty good at what they do. So I was like racing pretty clean today, just because I don't know. I was not going for the win because I was already locked in, but somehow I still won. So maybe that should work next race. So
Well, thank you for joining us, Gecko. Really good job getting the win tonight. I think honestly, if there was anybody more deserving to win a race, it was probably you, man. Especially the way that you raced tonight. So,
Oh wow.
thank you, man.
but I'll go ahead and let you go, and hopefully we'll see you back here for Phoenix, and I'm sure you'll put on a show then too. So, but
Maybe we'll see.
I hope you have a good night.
I hope you like yes. I don't know.
I think we could maybe get one more person because I know the stream's running really long. Let me try to bring in. Let's bring in BMX. Now that he's officially been locked in. BMX.
Hello.
So you saw the announcement. You are officially going to be a part of the final four. So how does that feel?
It feels pretty good.
Cool.
I feel really bad for Patrick. He definitely should have been up there, but Dusty was slowing him down a lot.
Yeah, I did notice that there was some hard racing between him and Dusty, and that wasn't really what Patrick wanted to see happen. I wanted to get your opinion. How do you feel about Gecko's win? Because I know that he's been a pretty controversial racer this season, but how do you think he did during this race?
I mean, I never raced him because I was just
Because
doing
you're
horrible.
doing bad. You're doing bad.
Yeah, I was really bad. I was doing really bad. I kept lagging. Like, maybe I should just restart my computer. Maybe I'll win next time.
Well, you didn't have the best race, but you did well enough to secure a spot in the final four, and now you'll be racing for a championship. So how does it feel to be representing your team in the final four?
It feels pretty good. I wish Slavic could be here to enjoy it with me, but just unfortunately he had to leave.
Yeah,
And just I felt really bad for Patrick because we were teammates tied for playoff points, and whoever was gonna finish higher went on. I wish Slavic could be here.
yeah. Well, unfortunately for you guys, I say unfortunately for you guys, but Gecko I think had the race of his season right here. I think this was the best race of the season. So
Oh yeah.
Just unfortunately, not much you guys can do to advance together. But nonetheless, you did a very good job of putting yourself in a position to advance. So it'll definitely be exciting to see you race at Phoenix, or not Phoenix, excuse me, Homestead. So we'll see what you can make happen at Homestead, and you might even get a championship out of it. So
Maybe. I mean, first season in NARAS, and I'm going to the championship 4.
yeah, you got to remember that for a lot of the people tuning in, BMX is a rookie driver, so um,
Well, I don't want anyone to forget that everyone going for a championship next Friday is brand new to the Final Four.
yeah, so there's a lot of new faces. They're going to be racing for a championship, so definitely a lot of excitement, and it'll be very exciting. I do think that Logan wanted to get an interview. I think he has a lot to get off his chest.
Yeah, let's drag him in here.
Yeah, BMX, you might want to leave for this one. I think it might get a little
Might get a little hairy.
yeah.
I'll definitely be listening.
You just kick him out.
What's up, Logan? Logan? Are you kind of like, are you like getting ready to scream or something? Logan? He might be away from his computer.
He might be. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the game.
Alright. Howie did want to talk real quick, so we'll go ahead and bring him in here if Logan's
Yeah,
not.
let's get Howie in here.
Howie!
This is actually all the Final Four drivers that we're talking to. Free championship.
Yeah. Oh, I should not have closed the game. Oh. Well, there went Logan. Howie, so what are your thoughts on the race?
It was a pretty good race overall. You know, we got Logan's Discord crashed. But we had a top 5 car all race, and I'm very glad for that.
Yeah, you definitely raced well. Dang it. I might try to join back in the game. I don't want it to be just a black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the camera on his 69 car.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Ooh, yeah, do that. Sounds sexy.
Wow.
Calm
Okay.
Calm down.
My bad.
Listen, Cole, it's not championship week yet. Okay, calm down.
So, how do you? I know you were one of the guys that was kind of on the anti Geko,
Yeah.
movement. But what do you think about his win tonight?
Well, from what I've heard, it was a clean win. You can always respect a clean win. So I guess you could say I'm happy for him. Very cool that he locked himself into the Final Four. Yeah, it's just super cool for him because I know he always struggles to win races. Like his luck is just terrible, and it's cool to see him on that first step on the podium now.
I just wanted to ask, does this win?
Hopefully he and all the other 3 championship hopefully he and all the other 2 championship contenders are going to be behind me. So, shouldn't be too big of a threat. Hopefully, but if he is a threat, then we'll just fight for position. If he isn't, then we'll just carry on like normal, I guess.
Slinky admits to spinning you, by the way.
Slinky, what?
Slinky admits to spinning you.
Admits it? He spun me intentionally.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He was being flat out honest about it.
Okay.
Thank you for your honesty, Slinky. We appreciate it.
Yeah, Slinky. Yeah, I appreciate it, Slinky. I got you. I got you.
I
got your number. I got your number.
Yeah, he's got your number. Don't worry.
It's just short track racing. As a quoted Joey Logano says one time.
Why'd you give him that voice?
That's dirt track racing. Or Denny Hamlin, not Joey Logano.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yeah,
Quoting,
short track racing.
quoting Joey Logano.
Quoting Joey
I'm
Logano,
pretty
Denny
sure
Hamlin
Joey
said
Logano
this.
knows short track racing after Matt Kenseth.
I think Denny Hamlin also knows it too.
But we'll go ahead and get Logan in here. Thank you for joining us, Howie. We're looking forward to seeing you at Homestead. So
Me too. Thank you guys. See you later.
I'm sure you're gonna come out and put on a show like you have for the majority of the
I sure
season.
hope so.
So
That'd be great if I could. Finally seal the deal, right?
yeah. Now get out of here.
See y'all later.
See ya. Alright, so now we're gonna drag Logan. Logan!
Hello.
So, you want to get some stuff off your chest?
All right. First, that win would have happened if I had not frozen going into one with what, 4 to go, I believe.
Yeah.
4 to go would not have happened. I had the pace. Obviously, once he got to me, he couldn't get by me because I just kept putting the moves back on him.
So, feel like you got robbed just a little bit there at the end?
Absolutely, yeah. The setups were not great. The lag obviously ended my race pretty much. So.
One thing I wanted to point out, I noticed there was some pretty immediate contact between you and Geko.
Stage 2.
Yeah, what was going on there?
Just temper's boiling over.
I gotcha.
He's had it coming all season. No one else could get it done, so I did.
One thing I wanted to ask was, do you feel like he was racing you pretty clean today?
Cleaner than most days, still not great.
So, what are your feelings towards him going into Homestead for the race for the championship?
If I move him, then I move him. I mean, I'm not gonna race him. Well, I will race him differently, but not in a good way.
So has he won the battle
him.
but not won the war?
Yeah, he can win one race. I've won 4, and I'm about to win 5. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, you hear that? Everybody else, the other 3 drivers, you hear that? So
They hear what they want, but they'll see it next week.
Yeah, well, Logan has called all of you out. So we'll definitely keep that in mind. We'll see, Logan able to back up his word.
Back it up more than Geko can back into a wall.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The trash talk is real. Also, Slavic says, don't diss Joey Logano, Jin.
Alright.
But,
well, I gotta head out and do very business things.
Well, thank you for joining us, Logan. Thank you for the trash talk. I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy it.
Yeah, I know Geko will, and I hope he hears it, so.
Well, you still had a good race tonight. I know you were disappointed in the finish, but definitely looking strong going into Homestead, so.
No. Alright, well, can you move me out or, disconnect me? Because I can't move my mouse for some reason.
But there you have it. Logan had some choice words. So we'll see if the other drivers can respond or if Logan will be true to his word. We do apologize for the chaoticness of the stream. But thank you guys for joining us, and thank you everybody that tuned in. Thank you for all the drivers for showing up. Thank you to Jin for making this possible. And
for making everything that you're doing here possible.
Yeah, no problem. All I had to do was talk, so it's not that hard.
You're doing a bigger part than you think you're doing.
Well. Oh, by the way, before we go, I wanted to take a look at the lap times to see if everybody clocked in a faster time than a 20. Let me see here. Let me see if everybody. Oh man. Oh no, we can't see it because the server. That's right. Dang. I wanted to see if they clocked in a faster time than that one guy that was running. So unfortunately, not able to confirm on that. But thank you for everybody that tuned in. Everybody that's involved. Shout outs to our sponsor, Dubby.
W.
Yes. I almost said Bubby. I don't know why. But yeah, thank you, Dubby. Thank you for everybody that's involved with the league. And we hope to see everybody back here next week for the championship race. It should be very exciting. And that's all I have. Jen, did you have anything else?
Yeah. So a unannounced driver will be coming back for a one-off race at Homestead. He is very familiar with Victory Lane and championships. Not gonna say his name. You guys will just have to wait until next Friday to see who he is. For the drivers who are in the group, you guys already know who he is. But for the fans watching, it'll be very interesting. He was a part of NARAS way back when in 2015 when this was created.
Well, there you have it. You'll just have to tune in next week and see who it is. So thank you everybody once again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for the championship race at Homestead. Other than that,
Bye.
bye. Ooh. Oh wait, I forgot that.